Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. The Raiders had 5 and 6 to start play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hey, 734.
Carr now on first down. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Carr to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
618.
They'll look to throw again. Shakes off the side. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. He finds his man Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Complete, it's Johnson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Again, it's Carr.
The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's Carr to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a similar corner and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So Charles, they get to it with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score. and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to put it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Abdullah to return.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, here's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Carr.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and a It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert, this is swung out to Eckler. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
46 yards.
And the Chargers are back within a score.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the quick out. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
To throw his Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Now Carr again.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
After the sack on first down, Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their...
Headed to the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he... down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Jared Everett.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Touchdown!
Austin Eckler
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver.
Chargers, 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 10. That is the 86-yard line.
Card out a throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
21. Raiders 17. Dustin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
On play action, it's Carr.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 34-yard line.
637. Express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Carr. side by Adams.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 28. Raiders 17. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the
So they
Chargers.
throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run behind center with Spiller. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. This time, good ball security and a good result, 1st and 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Spiller.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Chargers 35, Raiders 17. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Herbert now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball.